Hi, everyone. My name is Szilvia Somodi, and yes, your eyes are not deceiving you. It is spelled with a Z, which is the standard spelling in Hungary, where I'm originally from. By the way, I'm kind of camera shy, so welcome to my non-video video, where, as you see, my avatar is talking to you, and I'm showing you some slides. So, as I have mentioned, I'm originally from Hungary, but I became a U.S. citizen a few years back. And my hometown is Szeged. It also has a Z in it, and that is where I attended university and got my original degree in English, teaching English as a second language. And that is actually how I met my husband, American husband, who was working at the same language school that I was. And that was about 30 years ago. And here he is. He's also camera shy, so he likes to hide behind our pets. So after some transatlantic back and forth, we actually settled in my husband's home state of Georgia, in Athens to be exact, home of the dogs. And I got my Master's of Library and Information Science from Valdosta State actually 2 years ago. And I currently work, and I actually have been working at the University of Georgia's Law Library for the last 12 years. Here are some pictures of our library. So here is my action figure, librarian superhero action figure for you. My husband and I share our house and heart with 4 dogs and more cats than you can count, literally. So here's a snapshot of a couple of pictures about these pets. When I have free time, which is not very often, I like to read, like to do yoga, although I'm not nearly as flexible as this image would suggest. And I also like going to yard sales, thrift stores, reducing, reusing, and recycling. Fun fact about me is that I am a huge soccer fan, so this is my time. While the World Cup is happening, so I'm looking forward to watching as many matches as I can. Even though my 2 favorite teams, Hungary and Italy, did not actually qualify for this tournament this time around. My views about motivation, I think that they're perfectly aligned with the commonly accepted scientific views on motivation that we could read about in our chapters. I sincerely believe that there's definitely an inner portion and there's an external portion to it. And some of us might be born with more inner motivation than others. Therefore, some need more external help than others. And I also think that it's pretty easy to see that certain outside circumstances will influence how motivated we are to achieve certain things, depending on the topic, time of day, how tired we are, what the actual reward is, what the goal is. So it depends on a lot of different factors. I also believe that there's lots of different ways how we can incentivize people, how we can try to motivate them, which is very important for us educators. So here's a little hodgepodge of what my tactics, tips, and tricks would be, and what I've tried and found to be working. When I'm asked about my motivational strategies, either for my students or for my colleagues, I half jokingly always say that it is food because that's what motivates me the most. So here's a couple of pictures of that. I also think that it's very important to use positive reinforcement and positive rewards, never to punish or promise punishment as part of a negative motivational tactic. So with children, I've experienced that little stickers or other things will do the trick. It doesn't necessarily have to be food. Those are obviously more of the healthy kind of rewards. But I also think it's very important to get buy-in, and that works very well with adults when you explain the whys and the hows and the actual goal of the exercise and what they are going to be able to achieve completing it. So those are the basic things that I'd like to use. And this is me in a nutshell. Thank you for listening.